State, two of the most iconic programs in college football. Ohio State reeling after their early exit in the college football playoff last year. Miami coming off that national championship performance. Who will showcase what they can be in 2026? We'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Third and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. A matchup that we're going to lock in on, left side of the line, and whether they can keep this edge rusher at bay. Mensah. And wings it incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge.
Might have a chance. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Hand off for Brown. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Hauls it in. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it all starts and ends with toney. And what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw in the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking. Like, the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old vet.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He makes the grab. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Spins away from the defense. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Play fake. Julian Sayin. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This offense has it with really good field position. Going to the running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sayin. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside, it's Brown. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch,
touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Your individual matchups that you feel very confident in, and I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver, and I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Say it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the counter play. Nice move there. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Julian with the play fake. Fires to the right. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Not the most productive half. Offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, say it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Could not make his way to the corner. It'll be 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And that is no good. Mike. You need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throwing, Mensah. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Sayin on the play action. Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Mensah to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Running free. Touchdown, Miami. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used the timeout. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Sayin back to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target over the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. And it's picked off right at the goal line. 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
the defense coming up huge. It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback too, David. I get it. We're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little. Strength. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz. Second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Mensah finds his man. It's Lofton. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
man-to-man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Running inside, it's Rodgers. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical. We've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Shoots it to the left, and they can't make the connection. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Play fake, Sayin. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Fletcher. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's caught. It's Lofton. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Throwing, Mensa. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Quarterback keep. Got a little grass. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He's brought... the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Here's Mensa to throw. Looking for the score. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name. Snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's West. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. They'll go play action with Sayin. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots.
Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Again, it's Sayin. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him this time. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got him. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Say it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Ohio State calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Mensah. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here's Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Hurricanes! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 5-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Say it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Sayin. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sayin back to the air. Wide open downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, say it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.